Hello everyone, my name is Hasham Khalid and today I'm going to discuss about challenges faced in a business and how to address them by sustainable green IT solutions. Um, Let us first see why this is absolute importance. Now in a business, while business and environment cannot go hand in hand, most of the business hurt our ecosystem. So decision is to choose between earth and utterly destroy your business or to give importance to your business and do not take ecology in concern. In this new world, both business and the world can win. Being green is never again an expense of working together. It is an impetus for development and new market opportunity and riches creations. We would elaborate our point taking example of our business. So this is the name of my business is HK Fabrics and its challenges. The company name HK Fabrics, which is established in 2001. This is a textile manufacturing company dealing with making dress materials of cotton and lawn clothes. We are a wholesaler manufacturing materials and distributing them to corresponding retails in bulk. HK Fabrics is a Pakistan-based company dealing in local markets. The main customer base is zonal shops of Karachi selling women clothes. As like many other wholesalers, we also face numerous challenges running the business as still green IT or sustainability is not everyday today practice here. Most of the operations is still going on with old-fashioned way with manual labor involved. What is green IT and how it can impact the business? Green IT or green processing is assembling, utilizing and discarding PCs, servers, peripherals and other equipments in earth cordial ways. Green IT practices rotate around decreasing vitality, utilizing and discarding gear dependably, decrease spending on gear and vitality, paper and ink, test cards and other budgetary motivators make green IT a handy route for organization to set aside cash. Protection from change, indifference, and contending needs are widespread issues. In any case, they can be defeated through training and administration. The information expected to settle on educated choice around green IT activities is frequently divided and should be gathered and investigated from a comprehensive perspective. It IT divisions are an indispensable piece of any effective manageability program as a result of the measure of vitality IT diverse. The quantity of electronic gadgets that must be discarded appropriately or reused and the product applications that are required to gather and investigate from information to help basic leadership around green IT activities. In spite of the fact that there are obstructions that must be survived, IT experts perceive the business estimation of green IT and are effectively searching for approaches to help decrease ozone depleting substance outflows. Now we talking about the sustainability in textile industry. The textile industry is the ventures that consistently hurt the earth in light of the high water utilization and the nearness of different contaminations in the wastewater. Wastewater treatment is missing or incorporates just physical treatment in immature and creating nations because of establishment and working expenses of a treatment plant. Therefore, a wide range of unsafe and harmful substances, for example, azocolors, substantial metals, acids, soft drinks, and sweat-smelling hydrocarbons contaminate a valuable wellspring of clean water in which untreated water is released. There is anyway a developing worry that green industrialism that accept the benefits and the financial development as targets can convey the practical plan expected to relieve and switch the contaminations, work abuse, and imbalances design industry advances and benefit from IT challenges for making style progressively economical requires to re-examine the entire firm. Now we already know the problems in clothing industries. Now we are talking about IT problems in HK Fabrics and how to address them. Now HK Fabrics being a pretty old company, still it runs its operations in old-fashioned way. It relies on manual labor almost in all spheres of its operation life cycle, such as accounting, labor data management, receiving, executing orders, data storage, etc., resulting in no involvement in sustainability and many inconveniences faced for lack of green IT. Now let us elaborate on each of the problems. Now first we're talking about the main important problem is that is error data. Antiquated bookkeeping frameworks are generally imperfect. Also that can have desperate ramifications for private companies. For instance, with a manual framework, it basically takes too long to even think about writing up the exchanges. Furthermore, spreadsheets aren't vastly improved. Indeed, they naturally include sections of numbers, yet regardless, it takes too long to even consider entering the data. This problem corresponds to seizing stage of TEAS model. What can be the sustainable IT solutions to address this problem? Well, there are numerous ways to deal with this problem. One being cloud accounting, cloud-based accounts frameworks are preparing for more noteworthy proficiency in your association. Cloud offering is at present utilized by more than 1 million private companies. Cloud accounting framework can drastically diminish time squandered on manual procedure, which cause bottlenecking and mistakes. Association utilizing cloud frameworks like MEOP. Another problem we discuss about the cost of data failure and data breach. In all the industries, people deal with loads of data involving financial transactions, labor cost, labor hours, contact details of vendors and customers, etc. If everything is being accumulated in non-IT mode, may result is data breach and data loss. It may result in loss of loyal customers, loss of labor cost, no assessment of labor capabilities. As for HK Fabrics as well, it maintains data in manual ledgers, notebooks, etc. Hence, the impact of data loss or data breach is huge. This problem corresponds to managing threats, transforming stage of TEAS model. What can be the sustainable IT solutions to address this problem? Cloud storage being eco-accommodating is something that most organizations endeavor to be. Green distributed storage is the means by which an enormous number of organizations are beginning to tidy up their in general natural impact. Cloud storage wins a green stamp for urging clients to carry on more effectively. If we're talking about the lack of website, maintaining a business can never be an assignment of no perspiration. Setting up the plan for the day off for your business is to be sure an endless procedure. Be that as it may, you ought not pursue the alternate ways with regards to protecting a solid online perceivability. Starting with your site, it assumes an essential job in building up your business with an expert methodology over the web. HK Fabrics being an old business, it also doesn't have any website of its own. A well-organized web page helps the business people advance their organization and in this manner achieve their planned clients on the web. Numerous different causes are there also, which carefully underscores on structure a site for your organization. This problem corresponds to thread of substitute, stage of Porter model. If we're talking about no assessment of labor skill, as any organization head knows, the greatest expense of working together is frequently work. Work cost, which can represent as much as 70% of complete business cost, incorporate representative wages, advantages, finance, or other related taxes. Notwithstanding fathoming current issues, approaching work data enables you to get ready for the future and help your association settle on progressively educated choices. When you have an unmistakable comprehension of representative remuneration and advantages cost, you can plan better for yearly pay increments and extra headcount as your organization develops. These problems correspond to sensing stage of peace model. What can be the solution to address this? A data visualization solution like Paycor's Workforce Insight allows you to identify critical business issues and solve them more effectively by compiling all HR, payrolls, and time data that can be customized and tailored to fit your needs, instead of compiling various spreadsheets on the labor data for your employees. Lack of forecasting model. As of now, in HK Fabrics, all the data are captured in pen and paper in old-fashioned book keeping style. Hence, if anyone wants to analyze his data, figures, or wants to forecast budget for next financial cycle, it's almost next to impossible job. Moreover, no analytical tool is incorporated or no analytical resource is hired. Hence, the entire forecasting operation is non-existent in current business operation. When organization is basically every industry are confronting expanding request, instability, and quickly advancing economic situations. Complex interest anticipating models could really compare to ever. But what is damage forecasting? You might ask. Simply put, it refers to make estimations about future customer demand using historical data and other information. Proper demand forecasting gives business valuable information about their potential in their current market and other markets so that managers can make informed decisions about pricing, business growth strategies, and market potential. These problems correspond to sensing stage of peace model. What can be the sustainable IT solution to address this? There are various devices that exist that make finance prediction simpler for your business. Subsequent to contributing information, money-related estimating programs does a large portion of the diligent work for you, giving you projections that may highlight not so much blunders but rather more understanding. A few variables you should investigate when picking a product arrangement include usability, stacking, speed, scope of openness, intuitive, usefulness, adaptability. No outsourcing means no social collaboration. HK Fabrics being a Karachi-based wholesaler, they mostly deal with retailers in locality. The printing of clothes is done from local shops. All the workers are from local community as well, hence with no scope for outsourcing. As a result, no social collaboration is achieved. Even there is no change in acquiring new patterns or design. Even no competition between suppliers. Outsourcing has carried various financial advantages to worldwide material and clothing business since decades. As of late, reshoring is a rising pattern because of different challenges related with reappropriating existing examination in the redistributing writing comes up short on the programmatic and scientific basic leadership devices to manage late difficulties. This problem corresponds to thread of suppliers, stage of portal model. What can be the sustainable IT solution to address this? Some of the repetitive works like printing, acquiring new designs should outsourced and global suppliers should be incorporated. The weight of globalization rivalry decrease cycles times and expanding item multifaceted nature have constrained numerous organizations to scan for new types of associations, specifically to meet the expanding requirements for responsiveness and cost decrease. Redistributing has been the most utilized arrangement. Its point is to improve profitability, increment incomes, and accomplish more prominent adaptability. Reappropriating enables firms to offer better, quicker, and progressively proficient items administrations, subsequently picking up an incentives in the impression of clients. If we're talking about the HK Fabrics green IT problems, so as of now, most of HK Fabrics operations are manual. Accounting, data storage, order placing and receiving, all these aspects are non-sustainable and time-taking. But with the introduction of green IT strategies, all these operations can be automated and can be made more robust. For example, with the introduction of cloud computing, manual ledger keeping would be demolished and new foolproof green IT techniques would be incorporated. With all data being moved to cloud, data storage problems would be eradicated, data theft, threat of rivalry or corruption would be addressed, data breach or data security issues would be addressed. While data being moved to cloud, now we can use those data for trend analysis, forecasting, budget prediction, and can acquire new strategies as per predictive analysis. This was not possible earlier as all the data were in books. Also, with the introduction of website, now order placing um, processing would be automated. Clients do not have to wait for business operations hours to place their orders or to have an update on already placed orders. Hence, threat of the other suppliers also would be addressed. In a nutshell, the advantage of practicing environmental awareness as a business right currently are complex. Eco-accommodating practices utilized by numerous entrepreneurs are not just indicating solid outcomes on main concern. The beneficial outcomes of making strides towards environmental friendliness likewise show themselves in representative profitability and assurance. As we have referenced previously, practicing environmental safety sets aside UCash. Enduring proficient lights like CFLS and LEDs are diminishing the measure of power organization use, bringing down their service bills. Energy Star machines and innovations will keep your business running on a vitality lean eating routine. In addition to the fact that this helps organization capably use vitality, it likewise leaves cash in the financial backing to contribute somewhere else, improving the primary concern. Making strides towards environmental friendliness means you are making a move to support the planet and the general population who live on it, not simply yourself and your clients. Thank you so much. Bye.